Welcome, 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 welcome. How are we all today? We doing well? We're doing well, guys. We got Sims waiting on the line. My brother Reggie. Should we get him in for a bit of a chat? How you all doing? We will get him in just a tick. Bear with me here, guys. Had a bit of a camera fail, of course. Eric Punisher. We all good? All right, let's get him in. Reggie.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. Just finishing up a little food. So we're not. Are we live right now?
We are live. It's all
Oh.
good. Don't worry. I've had some technical difficulties here, so you're all
Okay.
good.
Cool. Well, I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. How's things in COVID while I fix this issue?
How's things in COVID?
How's things going for you?
I'm okay, man.
Yeah?
Fortunately, I haven't had it. It been a problem or any kind of tragedy for any of my close family and friends.
Yep.
It's been a time of reflection for me. Allowed me to just get closer with who I am. Thinking more about my life and how I live and deal with people day to day, and got me in touch with family a little bit more. I mean, hell, you had to be around them all the time. So, right, like during the quarantine, you're just around family more, and you're getting used to each other more, and getting used to actually being in each other's space all the time. And so, there was adjustments, but it was good adjustments, and I'm doing okay. And I've been blessed to work during the pandemic. So, anytime that happens, it's a good thing.
Has it been more busy or what for you?
For me, it's been more busy actually. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of self tapes that come in for TV and film, and then I'm also a voice actor, so I've been in my closet like every week. I mean, I set up like basically a little studio in my closet where I do all my voiceover auditions and my voiceover jobs in my walk-in closet. So that's been my second home inside my home.
How do you go about setting something like that up?
You just make sure you have a bunch of clothes in there, right? You gotta have a bunch of clothes in there so the sound bounces off the clothes, right, instead of the walls. So I got clothes, and then I put up like a blanket around behind me and on the side so that the sound bounces off the sheet.
Yep.
Or doesn't bounce off; it just soaks into the sheet. And then I've got some foam padding that I got behind me so that if any noise is coming back behind me, it's not hitting the doors, it's
Yeah.
into the foam, right?
So just about sort of breaking up as much sound as possible.
Yeah, that's it. Just stopping the sound from bouncing off the walls, and then you get a good mic. Like for a while, I was using the Yeti Blue mic, just like a basic mic, and then
Really?
I was just using the Yeti, and then now I've just gotten recently a Shure. I think Shure MD something. It's expensive, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, I got I upgraded from the Yeti to an expensive joint, and and then I booked a job as soon as I got that mic, so it paid for itself. So good deal.
So tell me, how did you land this great role? This is, I would say, Would you say this was your biggest and best yet? In terms of reach, it is, I think. Call of Duty, I
Oh,
mean, the biggest series of all time, really, for
oh
gaming.
yeah, for sure. This is the biggest job, the biggest role that I've ever had. I mean, the most
Yeah.
people see this game. You think of, even movies and TV shows. Like, I've been in some dope TV shows. This Is Us and Bosch and CSI. CSI is actually almost the thing that's on par with Call of Duty
Yeah,
because
that's pretty cool.
it's global. Like they've got it
Yeah.
in every country, right? But Call of Duty to have a main role and a main character and be in this thing where it's played around the world, and I just didn't know
Mm.
the full reach of it. Like I look online now on Twitter, there's Call of Duty Ireland, there's Call of Duty UK, there's Call of Duty Africa, South Africa,
Call of
Call
Duty
of
Australia.
all of them, right? There we go. Call of Duty Australia. There's Call of Duty everything, and people just love the game. And I've been loving all the fans and
Yeah.
people just reaching out to you and talking, and you get people talking. You get the love, and you get people talking shit too, and I love it because I can talk shit back with them. So it's fun to me. I love it.
You were going to be a NFL player? Is that right? Early in your days?
In my dreams, I was going to
Yeah. Hey, we'll just say you were going to make it, all right?
yeah.
Come on, you're an athletic guy.
Dan, I appreciate the positivity. I was going to be in the NFL.
Yeah.
I grew up wanting to play. I mean, I only had two dreams in life when I was younger. I wanted to either play in the NFL or I wanted to be on TV. And so that's all I ever went for. And, as a kid, I played football all the time when I was growing up, Pop Warner, to high school, to college, and I got injured in college. And then I just switched over my focus to acting. But yeah, I played, my younger years, I was a quarterback in Pop Warner. And then I was a wide receiver in college. I was a quarterback in high school, wide receiver in college, got hurt. And then I came on to the acting game.
Russell Adler in the chat says, "How did you and Bruce meet?" I'm guessing on the set. Yeah.
Yeah, we met. We met on set. It was the first time I ever met Bruce, and we were the first two. I think there's a soundstage at Activision, and we were the first two to walk out together. And I just met him, and we're talking. And first of all, I think you've already talked with Bruce, right?
Yeah, we had him on the other day.
Yeah, you had him on the show. And so this guy starts talking, and I immediately am like mesmerized by his voice.
Oh, his voice, isn't it just unbelievable?
Just ridiculous. So I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? and I was like, God, this guy's voice is ridiculous. And so we're walking out, and then we start having a conversation about like life and family and relationship, and just became like dope ass friends. This is my dude, man. I mean, this guy comes to, he comes to my house and, in social distant way comes and helps me do my self tapes,
Really? And, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, this is my man. He comes and helps me do my self tapes. We've gone out and back when it was eased up, we did some golfing together, me very badly, but we were out there golfing and hanging out. And yeah, so he was my first friend on the set, and he was just cool as hell. But if they're actually talking about Adler, how I met Adler, the real Adler from Call of Duty, I met Adler in Vietnam. After I got, I was in the CIA for 2 years. I was in the Army for 2 years, and then joined the CIA, and then ended up on missions in Vietnam. And me and Adler created a close bond. I'm the only one that really calls him on his shit.
I can't come up with a username. Says, would you have picked Lazar over Park or Park over Lazar? You know the mission where you've got to choose?
Yeah.
Who are you picking? Because you haven't played the game yet, have you?
No, I have not had a chance to play the game.
Yeah.
I've been gone. I was in Canada for almost like 3 weeks, the past 3 weeks, and my son has some grades to get corrected, so he has not been able to play the game either. But once he gets that done, we're gonna jump in and start playing. But I guess I'm gonna say Park, man.
Yeah.
I love Lazar. Lazar's my guy, and Damon Dayu voices him, and he's my boy too. But Park, just because she's so badass, and the actress Lily Cowles, dude, she's one of the best actresses in Hollywood. Like seriously, And
Really?
some great ladies. Her mom is a phenomenal actress as well. And so I'm just on stage, and they're all great actors. I mean, Damon's was fantastic. Me and him had a walk and talk scene, which is one of my favorites in the game.
But
But
do you notice a difference between Lily and other actresses that you've worked with before? Is there just something different about the way she does it?
you know I don't know. I'm not gonna. I can't. I don't want to shade anybody else.
No, no, no.
What I'll do is I'll just up Lily and what she does.
Yeah,
She was just one of the guys, right?
yeah, yeah.
Like there was no pretension. There was no like, I'm on some television show. I'm one of the stars of a TV show right now, so I got to have this or do that. No, she comes in and she walks in and she's already talking shit to you. Like it just made me feel like, yo, I like this person. I want to hang out with this person. And then she drops into the work, and then she's got these accents that she's doing, and like the stillness. And I'm just watching the scene. There's a scene between her and Lazar, and I'm watching it, and I'm like getting chills watching these two actors. Just like it's just we call it tennis. When you're in a scene sometimes with somebody, and you're just hitting the ball back and forth, and they're just hitting the ball back and forth, and it's just a rally that's just amazing, and it was just fun to watch. And she's just one of my favorite actresses.
I got to give you credit though, brother. You were a real treat in this game, and I have to say, I wish you had more screen time. I really do.
Man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I tried to just, I tried to bring me to this character. And I felt like I did. They gave me a backstory to Sims. But for me, once I found out that it was going to be my likeness and I was going to be in the game, then immediately for me, I wanted to make sure that this guy who basically is me in this game sounds like I talk. And so I was really specific about that and made sure I didn't study any other past Call of Duty Black Ops games. So I wasn't trying to come in there with a mindset or an intention of trying to be like something else. And even when you're around like Bruce, and his voice is so like leathery and thick, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to make sure that I sounded like this and represented what, I feel people can relate to as a black dude in Vietnam in the 60s. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to sound like that guy who might say jive turkey, or, you know what I mean? Or might say like, damn, what the hell is going on? That kind of, and bring that kind of, the 60s, 70s, 80s movie nostalgia to that guy. And I felt like they let me do that. And I was really pleased with Treyarch, Raven, and Activision, and just thankful that they allowed me to, look like me in the game. And then, they didn't tinker or make me try to sound like something else.
That's awesome, man. Awesome Man 5000 says, I'd like to know how it was working with Treyarch, and if you did anything with mocap or writing your own lines. When it comes to mocap, did you have one of those big, massive helmets on with the cameras, or how did it work?
Yeah, it wasn't like a massive helmet. It's like they put this, there's like a little cap that they put on your head, right? It just goes around here. And then they've got this contraption that goes on. It's not a big helmet, but it's just like a light. There's like lights that are going to be coming that cover your face, and the lights that come up under here. And then they got the dots all on your face. And then they have you in the suit with all the little dots and the balls on the suit. They catch every crease of your muscles.
Isn't it crazy?
It's crazy, man. It's so different because, you're used to being on TV and film. You've got one camera, and if you're doing a multi-cam, comedy, you've got 3 cameras, right? But when you're doing a video game, you got like 1,000 of these motherfuckers, right? And they're catching everything you do, and so you gotta jump in and you gotta be specific. You gotta remember what hand you reached for that gun with. Did you put your finger this way? What did you do? Because the continuity has to be there, and you got, and your walk, the way you walk, how did you step? Did you stop? It's so specific, but it was just a great exercise and great training to be in this world and be able to do that.
Can you see your character in real time, or a version of him, or not? Like on another monitor somewhere while you're shooting those mocap scenes?
Because what you see is kind of like a real basic graphic.
Yeah.
It almost looks like stick figures,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It almost looks like
Yeah,
stick
yeah.
figures, and you see them walking, and this is the early stages of it. So we're doing our scenes, and then you walk off the stage, and then your guy, it kind of looks like a glitch in the game, right? Your guy
Yeah.
walks off, and he's just like, he's like moving like this, and he's at the edge of the thing, but he's gone. But for some reason,
Yeah.
he's just fixed in time, moving like this or standing right there at the edge. So I never really saw. And they sent us, as the game was coming along and they were developing everything, they sent us like, we would be able to see like little pieces of the trailer and stuff. So I was able to see that, and I was just amazed. We went to Wisconsin once, and they have a whole think tank full of people who just play the game. They're like quality control, right? They're people
QA testers, yeah.
Yes, right. They're people who get paid to play this game and find the fuck ups, right? That's what their job is, to play all day. And I mean, they've got they've of course they've got Mountain Dew. They've got tons of Mountain Dew sitting there. They got Mountain Dew. They got Doritos. They got,
do they really? They do not.
I'm serious. These guys are sitting there drinking Mountain Dew, playing a game, and this is their job. And you're like, whoa, this is actually a real. People actually get to do this. Get paid for it. And so that was the first time I ever saw Sims. I saw somebody. They're like, hey, I'm playing with you, over here. Come check it out. So I went and checked it out, and I'm seeing my face running around with this gun and doing shit, and I was just blown away, man.
Far out. That's so good. I got a question here from Kevin P, who asks, how many days were you using the mocap for?
I don't know the specific amount, but pretty much we did it. We probably worked 3 to 5 days, 3 to 5 days a month, right? So, you might be there for 1 day of rehearsal and then 2 days of mocap, and this went on for about a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes about a year to get everything done. And then after you do that, you go and you do the voiceover. So about, I'd be in the mocap suit about 2 days out of the month. And then, on average, about 2 days out of every month.
Why is it only 2 days in every month? Like, why? And even Bruce said, I think he did 5 days in 1 month. Why is it such small amount of days?
Well, it just depends. Like, some days it's 2, some days you might be in there for 3 or 4. You know what I mean? But like on average, is about, you'd be in the suit about 2 days. For me, I'd be in the suit about 2 days out of the month, and then we'd have 1 day where it's just rehearsal and you weren't even in the suit. So on average, at least 3 days. And just because there's so much work that goes into, okay, so you do the scene, then you got to hand it off to the engineers and the graphic designers who they have to do their work on it, right? So it takes a lot to get, you can't overload them with all this information, right? And you've got a bunch of moving parts of actors being together and the director and, the tech team watching and rehearsing. And so it's basically like you're putting on a TV show. I mean, hell, a TV show takes 7 to 10 days to film one episode, So we got all these scenes that we're doing for this video game. And also this game is being, the campaign was ran by Raven. So they all have to come out from Wisconsin every time we shoot. So they're coming out from Wisconsin and getting together with all of us. And they've got to make sure that, everybody's schedule works out where we can all get together and do these scenes at the same time. So yeah, they've got like a week window where, like, okay, we can get our team out there, we can get all the actors together, and we can shoot this, and then we go home, let's plan for the next one, and then we'll all come back again for another week, and boom, 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 knock that out. So it's like you get a week, a month for everybody to be on the same page and get this thing done. And it's a miracle.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? There's just so much that goes into a game that people don't know. Russell Adler again says, "Did you get the plane I ordered?"
I'm working on it. My people, I got my people talking to my people and some other people. And
I gotta say that was my favorite line. Was that your favorite line?
It's one of my favorite lines. Like, I'll have it for you, man. I got it coming. It's
yeah. Did you have a favorite scene in the game? Like a favorite moment? Vietnam? Was it that? Was it towards the end of the game? Do you have one that stands out, or?
I gotta say, one of my favorites is the walk and talk, because it's my favorite thing. It's like we get to actually do some, you get to do
Moving around
in this. But the scene with me and Lazar, where we're, I talk about, he looks ready, and we go and we pick up a gun and we're walking through the guns, and we're walking down the corridor, and I'm just focusing on this gun, and he's talking about food.
He loves his food, doesn't he?
Yeah, right. It's just those scenes. I think I have another one with Adler. I haven't seen it yet, but I know we did it. I don't know if it's in the campaign. But me and Adler had a walk and talk, which
oh really?
Yeah.
I don't think that was in the game.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. I still haven't seen it. Yeah. I gotta find it. You gotta post it. How about you post it, and then I'll comment on it, and we can do the behind the scenes on it. But yeah, me and Adler had a walk and talk, and those are just like my favorite types of scenes in just movies and TV, where you got two people with two different agendas just speaking out loud, and then coming to realization that we're on the same page. And it's just fun because there's, it's called doings. We're all doing something. So me, I'm looking at this gun, I'm checking the specifications, and then I'm looking through this cabinet to make sure that there's the things I need there. Then we're walking, I'm checking out again, and Lazar is just, walking and talking about what's in his world. And it's just fun. It's just fun to be able to play like that with other actors, and especially actors that you respect, Yeah,
100%. Did you got to see my annoying Sims video, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw that. The one where don't touch my leg. Yeah.
That must be a funny line to read that on the script, or what?
Yeah. It was funny, and all the stuff from under the car, which I had to act like I was, and that's part of the fun of doing it, is acting like you're literally under a car, so you're kind of projecting and throwing your voice out a little bit, and it gives you new respect. I mean, just doing this voiceover stuff with you're yelling and acting like you're in Vietnam and there's guns coming at you and you're getting shot at, and Bell's, lagging behind, or come on, we got him, or good shit, Bell, the helicopter's going down. Like, it gives you a new respect for Tom Cruise and Will Smith, because these guys are constantly running and yelling at things that ain't there. Right?
Does Tom Cruise ever stop running?
I don't know. It's like he's never not running, and he's not even running from anything real. It's a green screen, and he's acting like the shit is there. Like, that dude is the real deal. He's the truth, man.
Do you have any favorite actors yourself in Hollywood right now that you just have to see their movies?
Man,
there's a lot. There's a lot to choose from, but
there's a lot. But I mean, I have my, I've got my classic favorites, right? Like, I love, of course, I love Denzel, and I love Pacino, and De Niro, and Don Cheadle is one of my favorites. Viola Davis, Meryl Streep. There's so many people who I think are phenomenal. But I'm a big time, old cat too. Like, my favorite actor of all time is either James Cagney or Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, nice.
I love Jack Nicholson, but I love James Cagney from the old 20s movies, White Heat.
Yeah. Wow.
Just like Angels with Dirty Faces. Like, he's my favorite old school actor, because I feel like that guy could, if they dropped him in right now, James Cagney would be a star in today.
Or in any time period.
Yeah, anytime.
Serena Synergy says, ask him to say at least the nuke didn't go off.
At least the nuke didn't go off.
That's brilliant. So I want to go back to when you first found out this was a Call of Duty game. What's your reaction? Are you calling everyone? Are you trying to stay calm?
Hell no, I ain't calling nobody.
You gotta keep it quiet. Yeah.
Keep it quiet. Like, you tell somebody, then you're gonna be, the next thing you're gonna tell them is, I got fired.
You told your wife, surely.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. So
yeah.
I couldn't tell anybody. I kept it on the. Okay, I did tell my wife. I told my wife.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
That's
tell
it.
anybody else. Yeah, I couldn't tell my son. I definitely couldn't tell my son about it, because he plays the game and he has friends, and kids will get on and just talk. So I didn't say anything to him until we got down to the game coming out, and they said I could talk about it. Family members, I had to keep that a wrap too for for months, and from friends, and it's hard to like keep that. I mean, the ego wants to just yell out like, "Yo, I'm booking shit. I'm working." You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
as an actor, especially in this town, you want to celebrate every booking, every win you get, because that's just more cred and more eyeballs coming to you when they know you're doing something. But if you got a project you can't talk about, then you ain't got no project, really. If that's what that's how people take it. Like, if you ain't talking about it, you ain't doing nothing. So I had to sit on my hands for a year.
When friends are asking, you can't even say I'm working on something. Is that what you?
That's all you say. You're like,
yeah.
So what's going on? How's everything? How's the career going? I'm working on some stuff. Well, what are you working on? Some stuff. That's some stuff.
Yeah.
And that's it. You can't talk about it. Can't say anything else. Just
that is a tough one.
Don't want to get fired. That's the one thing you don't want to do.
No, 100%.
And luckily, we made it.
Hype says, what did you think of Belle as a character? That's a bit of a tough one because it's actually the player. So
yeah, I mean, so I guess you're asking, what do I think of you? I think you might be all right as long as you ain't getting Sims killed, right? If you're getting Sims killed, well, not that
I was thinking about this the other day. I think you're the only character that doesn't get killed in every ending. So
I do not. I don't. So hopefully that means that bodes well.
Activision, Treyarch, Raven,
hey,
hit your boy up for the sequel.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen. I do not die. That is nice.
Going back to your son, what was his reaction when you first told him? Did he grasp the magnitude of it?
Yeah, well, sort of. I mean, my son's 16.
How old is he? 16, yeah.
16, right? So, I told him, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool." I mean, it wasn't like, "Oh, that's so dope," or anything like that, right? It was, "Oh, that's cool." But then, like, I've heard some of his friends around, and they're like, "That's the dude who's in Call of Duty. It's so cool." Like, yeah. So
yeah.
I know that they're excited, or he's excited about it. But he's 16. He can't let you know how excited he is about it. It's part of the game.
Hold on. If he's 16, how old are you? You look 30.
Oh, I'm 41, man. Come on now, 41.
What?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah,
what's the secret?
Juices and berries, and juices and berries, and less.
Not Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Yeah, not Mountain Dew and Doritos. I try to stay away from that. I've never been a big, even though they got the. I don't know if you guys see the commercial out in Australia.
Yeah, I've seen it online. I don't think it played here, but I have seen it online. Yeah.
Yeah, dope Mountain Dew commercial, but I've never been a Mountain Dew fan. Like as a kid, I did like was they had some red Mountain Dew that came out or something at one point. And I tried that, and I thought that was pretty good. But I was never a big Mountain Dew drinker. But
no, me too.
Juices, berries, and keep the stress levels low. And
yeah.
You look like Sims. You can look like Sims, baby.
Burman says, "What is your favorite character you've voiced or played in your career?"
Man, my favorite character. Well, I
guess.
mean.
Yeah, besides Sims, yeah.
Besides Sims, I got to play a Black Panther leader in a show called Good Girls Revolt that was on Amazon. It was short-lived. It was one season long, and I played a Black Panther leader who was was giving this reporter the lowdown of what was going on with the Black Panthers and how the government was kind of targeting them falsely and making them out to be, a bad group. And it was just really a dope opportunity because I got to study the Black Panthers. I'd always heard of the Black Panthers and kind of knew them, but I knew basically what regular public kind of thinks of it, unless you actually do some homework and some studying and find out about the things that this group was actually doing, and not just the sensationalized stuff that you see, these black guys with guns and, being supposedly some menaces. These guys were like, doing stuff in the community, feeding poor people, and not just poor black people, feeding poor people, and trying to just help them because the government wasn't giving them the assistance they need, sort of like what we're seeing right now during this pandemic in our country, right? So it was really cool to study that and find out about that, and then to bring that to the medium of TV. I got to wear a afro, and I had just a dope outfit, and
nice.
embody it. and the director who was what was his name, Matt Weiner, allowed me just to go, and
Yeah.
they just let me be this guy, and it was just fantastic, and it's still one of my favorite pieces to this day.
Wow, that's awesome. Papa, thanks for the $2. He says, can you ask Reggie to say, TACOM, get me a spy plane?
TACOM, give me a spy plane.
Oh,
And I remember I was doing that TACOM, because that's the first time I've ever said some of this this
yeah,
verb,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
TACOM, comms down, spy plane overhead. I mean, just all this stuff. I've never been in like a soldier capacity.
Yeah.
So it's really dope to get that verbiage and be able to say it. And now I kind of know what the terms mean.
A lot of multiplayer lines for you, wouldn't it be?
Yeah,
a
lot of multiplayer. Me and Dan Loeffler, who is the director over at Treyarch for multiplayer, we spend a lot of time together. These voiceovers.
Too much time?
That was a great time. This guy's so funny
Yeah.
dude, so cool. And we're buddies on Twitter. He's just a really, really, really cool cat.
Yeah. So, do you feel like you've got a connection with Sims now, the character? Like,
yeah. It's
like,
me.
Yeah.
Like it's me, and I try my best to chat with all the fans and respond and tweet and DM, and it's crazy. People message you like, dude, Sims liked my message, or Sims said hello, and I'm like, yo, you said hello to Reggie. This is dope. You know what I mean? It's like, to me, it's so dope that I actually have fans. So I connect with Sims, and I'm trying to make sure that Sims is connected to people. You know what I mean? Like, we're able to bring. It's been so dope that we've been able to bring joy to people during this stressful time in the world's history. So I'm very cognizant of that, and I'm grateful that I'm able to do that, and I'm just grateful that people want to interact with me. Like, it's phenomenal. It's insane. It's great. And I will interact with people as long as I've got time and I'm able to, and
yeah, I've got to give you credit. You were in the YouTube comments of my video, replying to people.
Hell yeah.
Over on Instagram and Twitter, you're everywhere, man. So
why the hell wouldn't I? I mean,
exactly.
This is my dream, man. I appreciate everybody participating in my dream. So to all you people asking questions and tweeting, yo, Sims loves you. Reggie loves you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. What do you think was the hardest thing about this project for you, besides COVID, obviously?
I'll say the hardest thing about this project was, one, keeping it under wraps and not talking to anybody about it.
Yeah.
Two was, like I talked about earlier, putting the blinders on and staying in my own lane, right? Not trying to be like past Black Ops games, not trying to make a character sound some other way, being authentically me as Sims. That was a hard thing, because you're just under pressure. I mean, people in general, you're under pressure to conform every day of your life, right? People want you to look a certain way or act a certain way or talk a certain way. And then you get a job and somebody's paying you. You want to try to please the people who are paying you because you think you want to do whatever they want you to do. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make sure that I played Sims and brought authenticity of me to it, because it looks like me. So I want it to be me in the game. And when you're working with people, these fantastic actors, Damon Allen, who voices Woods, who's my dude, and I love that dude. Chris Payne Gilbert is Mason, and Peter Michael is Hudson, and Bruce and Lily and Damon. So you're with all these people and you're seeing them do these voices, and they're, Bruce has his own distinct voice, and you get tempted to try to, maybe I should try to like put on or do something or try to sound like these. No. And that was really hard, but I feel like I accomplished it. I stayed.
Oh yeah.
And it sounds like me, and I'm grateful for that.
I hope you and Bruce and everyone get to do it again. I really, really do. Obviously, we won't know if you will be until years from now, but hopefully we're back here again and I'm interviewing for part 2. Yeah. Avi says, Sims, don't touch my legs. Plague says, Coaster says, Sims is the GOAT. Adam, what's up, Uncle Sims? Your boy, I love him. So people are loving you, man. I want to ask, what was it like? What was it like? What's the difference? I think you touched on this earlier, but I'll ask it again. What was the difference for you? The biggest difference between shooting for a game and shooting for a TV and a movie? What's the biggest difference that you would tell people?
Yeah, I think we touched on it a little earlier. It's the specificity that you need when you're doing a video game, right? TV film, you got 1 to 3 cameras filming you, right? When you're doing a video game, you've got like hundreds, thousands of cameras. Everything is being caught. Every movement that you make, you're like literally before we start shooting, you have to say the alphabet, and you've got like 1,000 words they need you to say to see how your mouth moves when you say these words. They're catching everything you're doing. So you got to be specific and remember your continuity and just have intention of what you're doing. I mean, the same way you would on TV and film, but it's just like an extra muscle. You've got to know when you reach for this, what finger did you use when you reach for that? What touched first? What hand? How did your elbow move when you did it? It's like things that are going through your head because you're trying to just copy the things the right way to make sure they're coming out while you're also remembering your lines and making sure you're present in the scene with your other partner.
Yeah. Someone here has asked, why did you steal the Mountain Dew from Gus?
Hey man, hey, when you're in Call of Duty and you're sweating, right? You're sweating and you're in there trying to get these kill streaks. You get thirsty, dog. You gotta drink something. So I needed a little Dew, but I knew he get a new life. We're gonna bring him back to life. So let me get that Dew.
So when are you gonna pop this game in? Once your 16-year-old's finished with his school, or
once he gets his grade to where it needs to be, then we're gonna jump on and we'll.
Are you gonna record yourself playing or what?
I'll record him playing and we'll throw it up. And he's got a little. He's trying to build his little Instagram following. He thinks he's super cute, so we'll play games and maybe get on there with his friends and whatever, and I'll record or I'll sit there and commentate while he's playing. So we're gonna jump on it pretty soon.
Few more for you here, mate. Thanks for your time, by the way. What other games would you love to be a part of, or other franchises, or do you want to keep going down this route of voice acting? Because I know you love comedy in TV shows and movies. But do you want to keep exploring gaming?
Yeah, I'd love to keep doing the games, man. Like, I've done another game. I did
Walking Dead.
I did Walking Dead: Saints and Sinners. That was the other video game that I did, and I voiced a couple of characters in that. And yeah, I would love to keep doing video games. I mean, it's just great work. I've got another thing that I did in a video game. It's coming up. Can't talk to you about it, but it's coming.
Really?
It's coming. Nice. Y'all see, it's coming soon.
Nice.
But yeah, it just was it's a great world to be a part of, and just really cool to you can work from home. Basically, you work from home, and it's just more acting and more avenues to explore as you build a career. So yeah, I want to get more involved, and I would love to. Hell, I wish they do like a Madden movie where I could play like a football player, old football player, or a retired football player or something. That would be so dope if they did like a storyline or
a storyline for Madden. That'd
right?
be awesome, man. That'd be down your alley.
Yeah,
you'd be born for that role,
right? I want to do that. And I've done mocap before with. If anybody ever played the first like NBA 2K, came out around probably like I think 2009, 2010 or something like that. And
you were in that?
I was one of the. Okay, so if you played NBA 2K,
I did.
If you ever dunked on anybody, the guy who was getting dunked on, that was
no
me
way.
That guy.
No, it was not.
I was the inspiration for the guy that gets dunked on all the time. So I went.
How do you land that role?
What
are you in the credits? What are you named as in the credits?
Shameful, but so what happened was my buddy LaMonica Garrett, who's another TV star, and he's in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. this was years ago, and they called him and they wanted him to come out and do some mocap for NBA 2K. And they're like, hey, do you have any friends or buddies that you want to bring out who are, actors and athletic or whatever? They can come out. And he was like, oh yeah, my boy Reg will come. So they flew us both out there, paid us, put us up in a hotel, and we get there. And I have the least hops of him and the other guy who are there to play characters. Yeah. So I just turned out to be, since I can't jump higher than those guys, I'll just be the guy that gets dunked on, and they'll be the guys doing all the dunking. And so the whole day I just got dunked on, like literally dunked on all day. And yeah, if you watch NBA 2K, wow, you see somebody cowering after they get dunked on. That's my mocap work. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a good story to tell. Fizzy Phil with a 5, thanks, brother. What are your thoughts on the ending of the game? Do you think Adler is a bad guy for what he has done? Also, I loved your performance in the game.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't think Adler's a bad guy. I think Adler is, he's got a job. He's got a job to do. It's basically got a job to do, and you see the different endings. Like there's one ending where there's endings where Bell double crosses everybody, right? And then there's the ending where Adler comes and he takes him out. Like I think it's just dope that people get to see the different facets of Adler, and and you don't make him just a single dimensional character, right? He's got different dimensions to him, and there's some that you like and there's some that you don't, but that's what makes a good character. You might like him, you might hate him, but you feel some sort of way about him.
Yeah. Couple more. Do you have any advice for upcoming actors from your end?
Get in a good class.
Yeah.
Anybody that's trying to be an actor, you cannot do this without having some kind of acting background, right? You need to take a class, at least take a class to find out what you don't know. And then once you get there and see that maybe it's not for you, at least you did take a class and you were part of it for a while. And you figure out like, oh, I don't need this. I can do this, or I'm just going to be this kind of guy all the time. And you do that. And then people eventually, if they see you enough, they'll just start hiring you to be that guy. But if you want to be an actor and want to, immerse yourself into characters and play different roles in different genres, you got to study, and too many people that feel, there's millions of people, billions of people around the world who would love to be on TV, and if it was that easy, everybody would do it. But it takes people having the discipline to get in a class and be humiliated and be around people who are better than them and learn from them and steal from them and get better. And then, you figure out how to navigate this industry. But it all starts with your craft, and you just got to hone that first, and then you can work and get better.
Great answer. Fizzy Phil says, Sims, where is our quad turbo engine helicopter at? I'm getting a lot of these questions. I don't think they believe you, man. I don't think they believe it's coming. No, that's so good. I got another one here. What was your favorite voice line in Zombies for Sims?
Oh,
I haven't played Zombies. I haven't played Zombies yet. I didn't know you were in that.
Yeah. I'm in Zombies. It's pretty.
Wow,
pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I can't remember a specific line because we have so many.
So many. Yeah, I was going to say so many. Yeah.
Geez.
Something with a ray gun. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah. There is something with a ray gun. I remember saying something about a ray gun. I can't remember.
Nah, that's all good.
Yeah, that's just hard. There's so many lines. Like I'm not married to any of them. I'm just glad that they put me in Zombies.
Well, awesome to have you on the show, man. I really appreciate it, guys. If you want to follow Reggie, he's over on Instagram, he's on YouTube, he's on Twitter. Where are you, Reggie? What's your hashtag? What's your username?
I am on Instagram at Coach with Reg. All one word, no spaces. At Coach with Reg. I'm on Twitter at Reggie Watkins Jr. Jr. At Reggie Watkins Jr. And on YouTube, I just started using my YouTube page after I commented on your page, and then people started following me. I was like, oh shit, I guess I should probably use this thing. So now I'm back over there, and I think you can literally just What is
Type
it?
in Reggie Watkins. I think it comes
Yeah, I
up.
think it's just
Yeah.
Reggie Watkins. Is that my
Just
page?
type that into to YouTube and you'll be able to find him and subscribe. I think you'll be
There
the
you
top
go.
result.
Yeah.
Because that's I saw you uploaded the footage I took of one of your convos, the
Yeah.
bromance with
Yeah.
you and
Yeah. Yeah.
Lazar. So no, that's all good, man. You got anything else on for the day, or you chilling out?
Man, I'm gonna chill. Actually, I just got an audition that I have to do, so I'm gonna work on that and put that together. I got to coach some actors today, and
Wow,
yeah, that's it, man. So I'm gonna get back to work and try to make this
awesome,
work.
brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, man. I
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much for
it.
having me, man. I appreciate you.
No, I
The
appreciate you
interest,
too.
wanting to be involved, and thank you for all the work you're doing in the space and keeping people involved in the game. And I think it's just beautiful and it's just dope, man. And thank you to all the followers and listeners and fans. Appreciate y'all. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, best Cold War ever.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Thank you, man. Take care.
Peace out.
There he is, the legend himself, Sims. Awesome 500. Just found this channel and subbed. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, every sub counts. We're at 65,000 now, and I'm trying to get to that 100. Get that plaque. Pop that plaque somewhere there. What do you reckon? Be a good little spot. The 100k plaque. Gamer Girl, Serena, thanks for sticking by, guys. Coaster Boy, Tyler Williams, Damien, Deadline Master, Fizzy Phil, you're an absolute legend, brother. Absolute legend. Thank you for the donos, man. Gamer Girl Inside. Yeah, Sims is a great guy, isn't he? Reggie Watkins, absolutely phenomenal guy. We wish him all the best in his acting career, and we really hope he gets another go at Call of Duty Cold War Part 2, or because he was awesome. And guys, I am working on getting Park next, Helen Park, aka Lily Cowles. We should be able to make that happen, hopefully. So stay tuned for that, guys. And then we've covered all the main stars, haven't we? Yeah, I got a few people asking, can you get Reznov from Black Ops 1? I'm like, guys, you do realize that's Gary Oldman? He's an Oscar award-winning actor. I don't think he's going to come on the show. And some people also said Mason, who again is Sam Worthington from Avatar and Terminator. So, if you missed it, Russ, man, it's all good. This is going to be a VOD. As soon as I end it here, we're going to have a VOD, so you can go back and listen to my chat with Sims. I've also got a chat with Bruce Thomas, a.k.a. Adler, on the channel. If you guys want to check that out, if you haven't already, I've got, as well, the original Woods, James C. Burns. Maybe we should get Lazar on as well. Garrett Jones, John Keegan. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Awesome stream. Appreciate that, man. Really, really do. Danny, it's worth a try for Reznov. Hey, I'll shoot the email out to Gary Oldman, but I mean, Gary Oldman is in a Netflix film right now called Mank by David Fincher, right? David Fincher is a very, very big director. This movie could be an Oscar contender, so probably be tough to get him. James is so cool. Yeah, James is a legend. He's a really, really nice guy. Just Vincent, how you doing, man? Get Ink Slasher, the YouTuber. Yeah, I probably could get him. Joshua, can you get Woods? The original Woods I've already got. The new Woods, could I get him? I could ask the question, Damon. I think he did a good job with the Woods character. Yeah, I think it's more the writing that let him down a little bit. Who cares? Any chance of getting Hudson? Yeah, I could probably get Hudson if that's something you're interested in. He didn't have much to do in this game, I don't think, though. I guess Sims didn't. Sims was as well. He didn't have much to do. Pasta, you want Hudson? Yeah, I'll give it a go. But Cyberpunk, guys, is coming out in a couple of days, so the content's going to be rolling for that game, and there's plenty of stuff to do. Do I have the game? You'll have to wait and see. But there's plenty of content to be made in that game. How I was doing the for Call of Duty Cold It Was, doing the the different options, the different outcomes, like if you poison Charkov or if you assassinate, that sort of thing. There's plenty of that in Cyberpunk. Plenty of those different options. So, Fizzy Phil, appreciate the effort you're putting into the. Oh, thanks, brother. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it, Fizzy. I'm trying to get as many of these Cold War guys on because they're not huge actors. I want to get them out there a bit more, and it's good to chat with them about the experience. Damon, Call of Duty Cold War onions for future DLC. Oh, the onion meme. I had to put it to rest, guys. I had to put it to rest. It was funny for a week there. Can you get Weaver? Again, Weaver, I think, is that Michael Rooker? If you don't, he's a Hollywood actor, man. Anyone that's in Hollywood, like being in movies, it's very tough to get through to their agents. And we were lucky to get Bruce on. Danny, try Garcia. Avi, could you get Park, bro? If that happens, I'll be hyped. Yeah, I'm working on Park. So hopefully we can get Park on the show. Modern Warfare 2019 actors, I'd love to get, Price and all of them. Fuck, that'd be awesome, man. For the next Call of Duty next year, if it's Modern Warfare. What will the next Call of Duty be next year? It was Modern Warfare last year. It was Cold War this year. Would it be a new one? Yeah, I haven't thought about that. Continue, good video, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Emery, hi. How you going? Cars, how you doing, brother? Just Oreo. Weaver would be awesome. Yep. You got to play Zombies. It's actually extremely good. Yeah, I haven't played the Zombies, guys. I have to be honest. Call of Duty Zombies has been one of those, love-hate relationships for me because, the first one I would have played so much, Kino to Toten and all those classics in the first game. And, you've got, as it's gone on, it's gotten more convoluted. Is that the word? More, just crazy, the Easter eggs, and it just became too much for me, if you know what I mean. It just sort of became like, there's so much going on here. I need a squad of 4. We need 6 hours in the day to get this done. It's like, But if one of you guys want to carry me through, hey, I'm all for it. I don't have to think and just play. Because I don't like doing all the steps and stuff. I just like watching it. So maybe I'm lazy. Are you going to do a playthrough or gameplay? Yes. Cyberpunk, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on Cyberpunk, guys. So this game is reviewing well. It's a 91 Metacritic right now. There's a lot of bugs. There is a lot of bugs. But they're going to, The Witcher 3 had plenty of bugs as well. They're going to iron this stuff out. I think you guys are really going to like Cyberpunk. If you like Cold War, you're going to love Cyberpunk, I think. Okay? So stay tuned for that. If you got Sam Worthington, that'd be legendary. Yeah, Sam Worthington, although we're both Australian, I don't know if he'll answer my call. He's on Avatar 2, 3, and 4 right now. What console do I have? Sitting right here, I've got a PS5, Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and a PC. I got everything. Pick your bread. Nice voice. I mean, I voice crack all the time. I really do. Dan, how about Captain Price? The old or the new? Oh, yeah, there's an old and a new one, isn't there? COD Modern Warfare 2021 is going to be about Menendez, you reckon? Who cares? Love your work, by the way. Hey, man, thank you. Thank you so much. All the support, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Really helps me out. Every like, it does not go unnoticed. Every comment that you're doing. Just Dory, I love your videos. Keep it up. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Make sure if you're not on the Discord as well, guys, make sure you head over there and join that. We got over 200 members, so we're building it up. We're building it up. Danny, just found your YouTube. It's pretty epic, man. You're epic. You're the epic one. Just watched you when you made Cold War campaign videos. Keep it up. Thank you. Yeah, no, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream with Sims. It was a lot of fun. Fizzy, saw Cyberpunk got a 43 gig update. There's a big update, man. They got to wipe those bugs out. They got to wipe those bugs clean. There's a lot of them. But again, The Witcher 3 had a bunch of bugs. Fallout, all these classic games, they all have bugs at launch. All of them. Cold War had bugs. You probably would have saw my video on Cold War where when you kill Charkov in the chair, he spazzes out. You seen that video? What's your opinion on season 1? Yeah, so we're getting a new Warzone stuff. Do you guys play Warzone a lot? I really did enjoy Warzone. I've gone off it a bit recently, obviously, but I thought it was pretty good. And then there's Raid coming back. The map. Yeah, the problem is it's coming out in a week's time, and Cyberpunk is going to be full throttle then. So, Just Oreo, you're a goddamn onion, Dan. You should know that. A goddamn onion, Mason. You should know that. Yeah, planning Cyberpunk. Obviously, we're going to do every Call of Duty that comes out, guys. So, yeah, for the next few years, we're just going to slam those COD videos. So I hope next year's COD has a lot of choices and stuff like that, so we can just pump out the videos because everyone seemed to enjoy them, and they're a lot of fun to make. Just testing things out, like the final, the bad ending with we taking on Woods, Lazar, or Park and Mason, and you're just shooting them. Yeah, that how many videos did I do on that? At least 3, 4, 5, because it's just there's so many options you can do there. World War V start yet? Bell did an eyes reveal in the latest season. Really? I didn't see the trailer. Eric, how you doing, man? Perseus. I've reached the Desperate Missions campaign. After the cutscene, it says the game has an error. I don't know about that, man. I didn't get many errors. I played the game on PS5, the campaign. I also got it on PC. So I didn't really get any errors. I have to be honest. Are you going to go to do the Woods voice actor? The original Woods I've already had, Matt. But the new one, I'll try and get him. But I think he's staying away from interviews because he's had a bit of backlash because he's the new Woods actor, So he's had a bit of backlash about that. So yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I really appreciate all your support. Get ready for Cyberpunk. It's going to be awesome. I hope you join me for it. More Call of Duty. We're going to try and get Park on. I really appreciate every single one of you.